Yeah, first thing I wanted to ask is like how did you first get involved with Fish basically? Like how did you first become a
Um,
developer?
so I did actually start as a regular player back when the game released on October the 5th. After about like a month, they DM'd me asking me to become a tester, so that happened. And 6 months ago, I was promoted from a tester to the QA management lead, and now I kind of do a mix of that, QA management plus feedback collection and some development on the side. Like you may have seen stuff as such as the Go Byte quests or stuff like that, or
Mm-hmm.
settings redesign. Most of those things are things I've been making. I've been modeling, doing VFX and stuff like that.
That's cool. So like what would you say like a QA tester or like a QA lead actually like does with the game? Like you manage everyone in like the testing or what exactly?
So as a QA lead, I usually just organize off the testers, collect suggestions and feedback from the community, mainly like communicating whatever the testers and community has to the developers directly.
And so whenever there's like a big bug in the game, like you'll be the one to like organize all the testers and stuff.
Yeah, we basically test the updates beforehand and afterwards.
What do you think is like the biggest bug or feature that you've like ever worked on, or like the hardest bug?
Oh, there's a lot. Well, honestly, it's like very stressful QA testing and managing this sort of stuff because there's usually a ton of bugs that slip by, especially if you're there for like C2, there are so many bugs. The
Yeah,
hardest part is definitely just not missing anything because it's impossible to just find everything.
like also, I I had a question I wanted to ask about C2. Like, why was C2 so buggy before it was
Oh,
removed?
C2 was just very rushed. Um, Overall, it was just very rushed. That's the best answer I could really give you.
Do you also think that the removal of C2 is what like brought the game back? Like most people think.
I think there's a lot of it to do with it, the comeback. A lot of it is to do with just like the community being so strongly driven to the game. The removal of C2 and then a ton of monetization removals was pretty good for the game. Pretty glad we did that, and mainly just all of the improvements we've been making contributes a lot.
Yeah, and I agree with the community thing because a lot of like old fish YouTubers like me came back like as soon as the game started like showing like signs of getting players again, which I think also like contributed to actually like maintaining the players and stuff. Um but yeah, I think that's the developer introduction like section done. Also one more thing. What
Mhm.
is the like first ever thing you worked on in Fish?
The first ever thing, as a developer or just like as a regular player or tester?
Like as a developer.
As a developer, the biggest thing would probably just be like rehauling and fixing stuff. There is a couple of things I could probably show, like a complete redesign to the settings UI that I'll be working on this week, hopefully.
Oh, cool. Um
I mean, a lot of stuff was there added because I was a tester. I was probably like one of the first testers after everything had started. A lot of enchants you see now were actually concepted by me, so I play a pretty crucial role within that previously.
all right. And Anyway, so yeah, so for the next section, which is like a kind of like a more deep dive, um, like how are like updates like tested before they release? Like how do you make sure that there's like no bugs or like minimal bugs and stuff? And like what's the process?
So we do have around 90 testers, which go through a trial process before being fully selected. We basically provide a ton of resources for them to help them test, and before an update, we always just have them test through everything, and we have it logged on an application called Trello.
Oh
So we
yeah.
just have all of the developers and testers communicate there, so you can fix anything that's found.
Okay. Well, so you would say like the testers in the game like uh really like help a lot with all the bug fixes and stuff.
Yeah, testers are absolutely necessary for a game like Fish because this game is really buggy overall. It's like impossible to get everything fixed.
And yeah, recently like all the or most of the content creators were added to like the balancing team too. So I know like the developers are trying to have a lot more like interaction with not just like the content creators but like the community and stuff for like feedback and balancing. I think that's really good too.
Yeah.
So, what's like your personal favorite update? Like, doesn't have to be one that you helped develop or test for, but just like your personal favorite update in the game.
That's a hard question. Alright, I need to look at the updates. Obviously, a lot of people may say stuff like Desolate Deep or versions such as that, because obviously those were very old and probably the favorite ones. I think my favorite one would probably be the original Fish event for Christmas. I really like that
Fishmas?
one. Yep,
Yeah.
Fish Fest. The recent Fish Fest was also pretty good. I like the overall vibe of the event.
Yeah, I remember playing that. That was like when I first started getting into like fish content like November of last year, and then like the fish Christmas update was like I think probably one of my favorite updates. I think my favorite update ever is probably Mariana's Veil though. For
Marian's
me
Veil.
personally, yeah. Yeah, I think Mariana's Veil.
That update was very hard to test.
Yeah, I would assume so because it was probably one of the biggest updates in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the update.
What do you think was like the biggest update? Like ties into the same question.
The biggest update, the most ambitious one, was definitely C2 or Mariana's Veil. Those were incredibly ambitious, especially given the time period given to work on something like that. Because you have to understand that these updates are massive, so the community will always see like the final product, but they'll never really realize that it's a lot of work making that stuff.
And so for the update yesterday, um, like, did you do any QA testing and stuff for that, or like what did you do for the update yesterday?
Yeah, I will always do QA testing for every update. There's no point to not. Um, if like every update will always be tested because obviously we don't want to leave anything buggy, but usually bugs will always stay in the game.
Yeah, I had to get Nick to give me the Dreamer's Amulet like into my inventory because I was soft locked,
Yeah,
but it's fixed now. He
Nick
said
was
he said he was
working a
awake for
lot.
like 30 hours or like 40 hours.
Yeah, that's true. This guy never sleeps. He's always working on the updates to make sure it's good.
Yeah, well, let me see what other questions I have or can think of.
Give me
What do you
another
like?
grab.
What do you think makes Fish like so different from other like Roblox games? Like, I think in my opinion, it's like a much higher quality game than a lot of like the popular Roblox games. Like, in your opinion from behind the scenes, like how is it different to you?
To me, the way I view these games is so some background context. I also work on other games, and I've been developing for like around 6 or 7 years now.
Six,
Um,
seven?
I'm moving it. No, I'm running 6-7 just because you said that. Um, yeah. So based on my experience, a lot of people really like these types of games, these fishing games or collecting games. Overall, honestly, on Roblox, out of the most popular games, I think Fish is definitely one of the most high quality ones because
Yeah.
there's just a ton of stuff put into every update. I think the only really big issue with it is, as you know, weekly updates, adding a ton of stuff each update bloats the amount of items and things to do, which could
Mm-hmm.
kind of ruin player experience.
Do you have anything to do with like balancing stuff, like balancing rods or fish or items, or how does that all work?
Yeah, so we have the balancing team in QA. Before I was like a developer, I would do a lot of the balancing because generally the balancing before was not very good. To give you some background insight, me, Nick, and a few other people from the wiki team did most of the balancing and rebalancing before he was a producer, etc.
All right.
So we've been doing this for a while now.
Well, I think you mentioned it a little bit earlier, like the Trello, but like how does like QA bug reports work? Like how do you make sure all the testers are able to report their bugs and that they all get like fixed if they're like super uh like critical bugs or just small bugs? Like how do you make sure it all gets like fixed properly?
Well, the developer communication to testers is very direct. We just have developers have direct access to them. We can just ping them, and then we have a format they can use, which makes it easier for them to communicate with reproduction steps. So anything that's discovered, as long as there's time, we'll have it fixed. So in the future, we'll probably be looking into more public testing on top of private testing, so that we can get like more bugs that are only prevalent in stress testing.
Yeah, I saw there was originally going to be public QA testing for the last update, but like it ran out of time or something.
Yeah, it wasn't very possible within the time frame.
Yeah, I was live streaming like on Friday, and it was announced in the game there was going to be public QA testing like sometime before the update, and then people were asking me for hours when it was going to happen. I was live streaming until like 1 a.m., bro. It was an interesting experience. But yeah, I think we can take some questions from the chat now, and also yeah, I think we'll just do the chat. We're in the stage, but we'll just
So
we'll
I
just do
did
the chat.
see a question already asking if we're able to add a color picker, like a color wheel. You can probably show us on stream, but here's like a little sneak peek of the new settings menu I was making.
All right, let's see. Exclusive leak, guys. All right. So this you have the audio accessibility, user preferences, like that's cool. And the color picker with the like whole rainbow color picker thing. So that's gonna be like instead of having to like enter the like RGB code or whatever for your supporter Halo, you can just like do a color picker instead.
Yep.
That's cool. And
There's a couple of other things that comes with that, by the way.
yeah, and
One
I
of the
saw on the
things would
like
be like skipping cutscenes, hopefully.
oh cool. Yeah, and I saw like all the settings like sections are um split up into different like menus now with the audio and user and preferences and stuff. So is
Yeah.
stats also gonna get like a revamp, like the stats section?
Yeah, I would like to add more stats in there because obviously you can't see it, but there's a couple of untracked stats in there. that can be used. Obviously, I want to add other settings that people have been asking for based off of QOL.
What kind of settings are people asking for?
Obviously, you have the cutscenes. They want more options for volumes or meetings during things, stuff like that. Maybe even more performance options related to lighting, because a lot of people, like, if I turn on a lantern, it gets very bright, for example.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'll be collecting stuff from the community to add to it.
But yeah, I think this is a good question in the chat. What is the next big update other than Fishmas?
I don't think I'll be able to actually say that
Oh yeah.
publicly, at least.
Well, there's gonna be fish giving. That was already announced, guys. There's gonna be fish giving, and then there's going to be Fishmas. But there's gonna be probably one other big update in between then. I think, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Yep.
When is the equip best button for the aquarium coming?
So about that question, one thing I did want to eventually do was, I mean, I can just ask you and lead into the question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can look at the aquarium UI. I believe it's not very, like, what I say this, it's not very user friendly. So I'd like to redesign it, and that would
Yeah.
probably come within the redesign after feedback talks, of course.
I think when I first came back to the game and like was trying to figure out all the new stuff, the aquarium was kind of confusing. Like you just like enter your fish and it says like the profit and like kind of small text on the screen, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's very intuitive for new players and stuff. I don't think most new players would use the aquarium, but um yeah. Also, do you think the aquarium is ever going to get nerfed?
Well, obviously, nurse will probably come one way or another. But the aquarium being like the main source for a lot of people requires a ton of consideration and talks with balancing team, as well as community feedback to see how we're going to nerf or even buff it
Yeah, like for
if
me,
depending on the situation.
I make like 50 million overnight, and it's kind of OP in my opinion. I have 400
I agree,
million
yeah.
right now. That's like back in the day. I remember getting like a few 100,000 in an hour or two was like a lot of money. Now, if you get like 6 million in an hour, that's like a good aquarium profit. It's like getting like 6 million in an hour, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's insane.
61 viewers, guys. Let me know when it's 6-7, okay? Can we get a button beside the rod stats that show the stats updated once you put enchants on the rods so we know exactly how much luck and so on we have?
I think I know what they're talking about. It's possible. I think that's something that can definitely come in a future update for extra quality of life. It also wouldn't be hard to add.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be cool. I think that would be cool to get like more advanced rod stats too, I think. Like for your own personal stats and stuff. Someone asked,
Like
will
player
the
stats.
Polaris Serenade ever come back?
It removes rods such as that likely won't come back due to how overtuned they are in general. Although, I am able to give out some of it if there are some viewers that want to join real quick.
Well, guys, actually, I put the VIP server link in the chat earlier, but I didn't pin it. The VIP server link is pinned in the chat, guys. And also, I will take any rod. I want to be boosted, like all boosted.
Hmm. What do you not have?
Um, I have. Well, like, what dev rods do I have?
No, just I guess just regular rods because
Regular rods. I have. Um, 52% of the fishing rods unlocked. I don't know. I mean, I can't think of anything specific that I need. Maybe probably sunken rod for the
Yeah, that's something like.
thing. Yeah, I haven't even started the fabulous rod quest because it's like so hard, bro. And that's what I like about the new update as well, is that it's not just like 10 super hard fish that you have to get or something. Like the new update with the cultist lair is like a ton of small quests. Like you got a ton of small fish. Like I wrote down all the steps to get the Dreambreaker rod. It's like 14 steps of getting a ton of different fish and quests. And yeah, I think that's like way better than just having like a quest where you just go and get like 5 insanely hard fish and get like an OP rod. The new update, I was playing it for like hours yesterday, getting all the content. Like, there's definitely much more content in the new update, and I can tell they did like a lot of consideration on the feedback and stuff.
Yeah, it's meant to be something that's good for both early game players and late game players, which kind of leads me into a question I wanted to ask you or your chat,
hmm
because I mainly wanted to know how the last few updates felt for everyone.
Well, for me, the last update, and I was talking about this in the DC server to Nick, like this update has been in my opinion, the best update in a long time. Not even just because like my videos on the update were like doing really well, but also because like the actual update content, like the update, like as I was saying, with having a ton of like small quests instead of like one giant quest is way more fun because you actually like are having content to play for like hours instead of just working on getting like one big thing. But yeah, I think it was the best update in like a while. Honestly, in my opinion, it was even better than Fish Fright. That might be like controversial opinion, but it was more fun to play than Fish Fright. Fish Fright was like too grindy to me, and this update was like perfectly grindy. All I had to really do on the grinding part was just um catch fish, and the fish were not that hard. How do I get the rod you have? The rod that I have is the Eidolon rod, which is 5 million in the new Cultist Lair update. And I'll probably make a tutorial on how to get it. But yeah, that's my opinion on the update.
Yeah.
Um, I like how you spawn the Leviathan, kind of like the King Lobster from C2. It's a better way than spamming totems. Yeah, that's definitely true. I like that you spawn the Leviathan and that you have to like get fish for it. It makes it like not like super like grindy that you have to get the fish for it, but instead of just sitting there like spamming totems like doing nothing for like 20 minutes, you actually like go out and get different fish for it. So yeah, I think it was a really good update. And the last few updates as well, like the last update, I mean, the Fabulous Rod, I think it was just like too grindy, but like definitely the Cultist Lair is like my favorite update in a while.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
understandable. When I asked about the Fabulous Rod quest, a lot of people said that they liked that it was grindy, and then a lot of people also said they didn't like it was grindy. So it's kind of a split opinion there.
Yeah, I can see how there's like probably split opinions. Like, some people would want like, oh, I just fell into uh the water and died. But yeah. Someone asked, will Lost Jungle ever be used again? If so, will spearfishing be overpowered?
So there's actually something I did want to say regarding stuff like that. a lot of stuff is just old content, so we kind of want to avoid adding new content that doesn't really concern old areas because it kind of bloats the game. So we want to give use to old content rather than just letting it rot there.
Yeah,
So it'll be used again.
yeah, that makes sense. And with like, the new update being at like Terrapin instead of like a whole new island or something, I can see how that's being done. Um, when will you fix the submarine issue? Because when I was going in Mariana's Vale, my submarine kept despawning. Well, I mean, uh, there's bug reports, but yeah,
Stuff with submarine has been recoded and is being looked into.
yeah, and guys, basically how the bug fixes all work from like the community is in the Fish Discord server. They have like a bug reports channel, and I've reported a decent amount of bugs, and a lot of them have gotten fixed. So they do actually like read them. I think the QA testing in Fish and the bug reporting in Fish is pretty good, guys.
Yep. We have testers that'll handle a lot of the bug reports there. So just send a bug report and we'll see it.
Is there going to be testing today? Well, today is the update was yesterday, so I wouldn't think so. But
There likely won't be testing today as the update was in fact just now. So we usually have that type of testing later on.
yeah. Um why can't I leave Cultist Lair?
Might be
Well,
a bug. Well,
yeah.
if you report it, we can look at it.
I think the way I always leave Cultist Lair is just using the Conception Conch or Magic Mirror. I actually don't know how to leave it any other way except for probably drowning. Uh will public QA testing actually be on be well will public QA testing actually be open on time next time?
Well, depends if we need it. We will be using it once needed for like something like a major update where it requires stress testing. The only reason it wasn't really open this time was just due to the time crunch really being an issue, but Nick talked about it on a previous stage where we do want to avoid that happening in the future because it's just bad for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, thank you for becoming a member, Stars on YT. I appreciate that.
At stars_on
I'll add
has
you on
become a member.
Roblox if you send your username. Now I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was saying I was on this stage the other day when Nick was doing the feedback stage or the Q&A stage, and asked a couple of questions, and I remember talking about like trying to not make it so at every single update there has to be like a bug fix, like after the update comes out.
Yeah, that's like the main issue we're trying to avoid with the future updates.
Yeah, and like I mean I can see how that did like happen yesterday with like uh the soft lock bug with the Dreamer's Amulet, and then the statues quest for the Eidolon rod like not working, but it's all fixed now. And guys, actually I'm gonna make a tutorial on the entire update after this stream, so yeah. I was I was in the middle of recording a tutorial on the update like as soon as it all got fixed yesterday, and then I like fell asleep in my chair because it was like 4 a.m. So guys, I don't know how Nick does it with
He's been
staying
doing
up
it
like
for a while now.
Guys, I think we need to start a GoFundMe for Nick to like get melatonin pills or something.
Nah, he has to stay up to work on the updates for you guys, as everyone else.
Well, yeah. That's like I'd say it's really good. Obviously, I think not getting sleep is like bad, but I'm talking about like uh the way all the developers are actually like so like passionate about making the game like updates like really good for all the players and like really working hard for the Fish community. I think compared to other games and just in general like the way the Fish developers interact with the community and actually like care about the community is like really good.
Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to bring up. I mean, as everyone knows, Dubig is gone. A lot of the developers, like actually nearly all, are really just people that played the game themselves since like release and have been working on it in different roles. Like I was a tester and regular player. Nick was a wiki admin. He ran wiki. Um, the other developers also started like that. And mainly they're also just players that understand the game in general, not from Dubig or anything.
Yeah. I can see that because like a while ago, I remember when I first started talking with Snow in the Fish content creator server, and then I came back to Fish like after 4 months when it was reviving, and he was the developer, and I was like, dang. And like two other people that I was just talking with or friends within the community had like become admin or developer, and yeah, like I can tell that basically all the developers or like admins and stuff are basically just people that are actually highly involved in the community instead of just like management people like it was with you know, too big.
Yeah,
um
we care a lot for the game,
yeah.
especially since we came such a long way with it.
Rick, can I get Nate's blade, please? I think only Nate gives out Nate's blade.
Yeah.
Um, is there gonna be another quality of life update?
There will always be quality of life updates, or quality of life mixed in with updates. I usually add quality of life myself, along another developer, whenever needed, or whenever I have time to.
Will you make more admin rods obtainable?
Um, Probably not overtuned rods. For example, a lot of people say that dev rods have cooler passives than regular rods. However, a lot of those admin passives are transferred onto regular rods. Like a good example is Nico's Yarncaster, which I actually did animate like the cat.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, there's a lot of random additions I have. But this, for example, was taken from a developer rod. Polaris was previously a developer rod. Electric guitar, as well. Um, there's a ton of them I can name, but
Yeah,
Wind
electric guitar
Elemental
is
is
cool
also
too.
one. Wind Elemental was taken from a rod. But the general idea is that a lot of public rods are just admin rods, but remade for the public. We actually use everything as resources. We're not really adding more admin or developer rods because that stuff is unobtainable, and we would like the community to have cool stuff.
Yeah, I also noticed the try hard rod got like a revamp with like the design yesterday. It looks like really cool. So
Yeah.
I think like obtainable rods, in my opinion, they actually have like more cool effects or passives, in my opinion. Um, is Nate still alive? Yes,
Nate is in
guys.
fact still alive.
When does
He's
QA
finally
testing
out.
open?
When does QA testing open? Publicly will open whenever we need it before an update. Regarding if he wants to become a tester, applications will open once testers are needed. Likely somewhat soon enough, if more are needed.
Yeah, basically, guys, the QA testing just opens, like, before an update. Only if they, like, need to do, a lot of public QA testing. There was going to be public QA testing for the last update, the Cultist Lair, but it was, like, there was, like, not enough time. But I think they're gonna start doing public QA testing more. I think there's gonna be more public QA testing now. Like, if they need it, because recently the content creators were added, like, to the Fisch QA server, and I think Nick also said it also will be in the QA game, but I don't know if that was added yet or not.
Hello.
Are you guys gonna make the no life rod mastery easier? Because the cell 20 Scylla thing is one of the reasons no life mastery is impossible.
I mean, it's definitely something you can look into. Those masteries need more rebalancing or looking into. But we are listening to feedback like that.
Yeah. I think I think it just has to do with, like, balancing. Like, I think I think that would probably, like, be changed, in my opinion. I don't know though. I can't speak on what would be changed or not, but, like, I the no life rod mastery, if it's 20 Scylla, that does seem impossible. Yeah. Sell 20 Scyllas. I have 0 out of 20. Damn. How many Scyllas do I even have? I only have admin abuse Scyllas. I have a Wrath Scylla. Who wants a Wrath Scylla, guys? I don't even need this. I already got Oniri Felix. Um. mm, how do you get admin rods? I see people's streams to see when they are giving up rods, or is it happening in Discord?
If you've seen it in streams, that must have not been recent because we're not really going to be advertising developer rods such as that. Although there may be rod giveouts at random from developers.
Where are they fishing? Guys, we're at the Crystal Cove right now, which is, like, my favorite spot. Actually, that's another question I can ask you. What's, like, your favorite location in Fish?
In all of Fish.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I really like Ancient Isle. I don't know, that was some pretty significant area for me.
Yeah, I remember when Ancient Isle was added. That was, like, around the first time that I started, like, not only started making content, but that was, like, around the first time that I joined the content creators program for Fish. And I remember, like, playing the update early. And then I remember that one of the content creators leaked the entire update on TikTok, and they got permanently banned. So that's my, like, main memory of the Ancient Isle update.
You must have also seen me there since I was a tester at that time.
Yeah,
I remember
probably.
content creators getting access at
Yeah.
that time.
Um, I really need a Raftsilla, bro. Well, honestly, just tell me your username and I'll give it to you because I don't even need it. Ask what his favorite fish is. What is your favorite fish in the game?
I like the kitty fish from the animals update.
I don't got it. Damn.
Let me see, I can just give it to myself real quick.
Yeah. Oh, that's
This
cool.
fish.
That's cool. Can Rick improve the spear game?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the spearfishing has a ton of improvements that'll have to be looked at in the future. There's a lot of stuff that was planned for it originally.
Yeah. Is there any possible change that devs are going to make Miku Rod obtainable?
Mikurata is not gonna be obtainable due to Miku being copyrighted, which prevents it from being given out like that, or being sold like that.
Wait, if it's copyrighted, how is it even added in the game in the first place? Like, if something is like developer exclusive, does it not matter?
I think it's purely just because it's private.
So you guys could add um like anything as like a developer rod, even if it's like copyrighted.
Probably not. I think it's just very lenient with something like that. But
SpongeBob
releasing it
Rodwin.
publicly is definitely.
How can I share ideas? Is it hard to get in touch to the developers?
Not very, because like even well, not even I, but I interact with the community a lot. For example, I had held a feedback forum a couple of months back, which had around probably 10,000 responses. With like a ton of questions I could read through. Even the suggestions channel, we browse the suggestions channel and the stars suggestions channel all of the time. So it's not hard to get in touch with devs because we're getting forwarded these suggestions all of the time, especially with our feedback team, which we'll have stages regularly to collect feedback and suggestions from the community.
That's another question I have. Like, how do you manage to go through so much feedback and like 10,000 responses? Like, how do you manage to go through 10,000 responses or like filter through them to actually like know what people want and like yeah, like how do you work with like so much feedback?
So I guess this is could be sort of advice at the same time, but once you look at a ton of feedback, it'll just take a lot of time, but there's a lot of stats and demographics you can see while reading through feedback, mainly analytical, but you'll see common occurrences or themes within responses. So we have the multiple choice options, yes or no options, etc. as well. And then we have long form responses, which are filtered through, and the rest are put into pie charts or stuff like that to read those easier. It's just like a
Okay.
big spreadsheet, pretty much, that I read through along with someone else.
Yo, wait, everyone has the Polaris Serenade. Where's my Polaris Serenade at?
You don't have Polaris?
No, I don't have it. Dang, I got it, guys. Easy. Guys, all you gotta do to get a dev rod is schedule a Q&A with the developer and then ask for it as one of the Q&A questions, guys.
Mm.
Will they add more potions?
I don't think that's a very popular take. I think a lot of people actually don't like the potions. Maybe they like the glitch potion, but
Yeah, the glitch potion
if
is the only one I
if there's
actually
more
use.
unique ideas like that, it wouldn't be bad looking into. Like, I'm willing to listen to suggestions.
How can I update my role to write in the suggestions channel in the Fish Discord?
I believe the suggestions channel requires a minimum of level 5, which you can get by speaking in the general chat to post in there.
All right. Um, Do all the suggestions like actually get looked at? I remember Nick said on his feedback stage, he like actually looks at like all the suggestions.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do really look at like all of the suggestions because it's very community driven.
Yeah. I can tell like the game is basically like ran by the community at this point. Which is like really good. I think the Fish content creator program even when it was like first created is like and I was telling people this even like when I first joined it, that it's like the best content creator program out of like any game that I ever was a content creator for myself. Like I was a content creator for Rivals, Jailbreak, and some other games, but with Fish, like Fish has the perks and like direct communication to the developers, which makes content creators actually uh like creating content on the game and not feel like you know um isolated from the Fish developers. And like I think one comparison I can make is like in Jailbreak, the content creators just got like a role basically, and before each update, I think if there was more direct communication to developers like there was with Fish, then maybe Jailbreak would still be alive. But yeah.
I think that's something that separates us from a lot of other games, which is how much we actually do take into account feedback.
Yeah. And you know, for me personally, I think the content creator perks are pretty OP too. I'll keep getting boosted until the end of the content creator perks, which I hope is never. I'm getting boosted, guys. People call me
We
Amaze
greatly
boosted.
appreciate content creators.
Yeah, people call me Amaze boosted, but honestly, I'm not as boosted as someone we know, guys. All boosted.
Care to name him?
All boosted.
All boosted?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
Are you stirring up something here?
Yeah, I got beef with All Boosted because he called me Amaze Boosted and he called me more boosted than him. But he gets force catch fish every update. I've never even gotten a force catch fish. I don't ask for force catch fish, bro. And like, bro, yeah, we got beef now because his whole chat on his live stream was calling me Amaze Boosted. But he's more boosted than me. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. When am I getting a dev rod? That's what someone asked in the chat.
Never.
Dang. What is your favorite admin abuse?
My favorite admin abuse? I don't really have a favorite admin abuse. I think the black market is a really cool idea that Nick came up with.
Yeah, black market is really cool. Will there be a rod that gives Solar Blaze mutation?
Maybe in the future. We want to use a lot of like the unused rarities or stuff like that, or stuff that isn't common. Instead of
Yeah.
letting it rot, of course.
With the new update, you have to get the Solar Blaze Cthulhu or Cthulhu, I don't remember which, for spawning the Leviathan. And really the only way to get Solar Blaze if you weren't playing during C2 and got level 2000 during C2 is just during an eclipse. But yeah.
I don't think it's that bad to get Eclipse right
Yeah.
now, especially since you can get the totem.
Yeah, we even have Eclipse right now. And I have 78 Eclipse totems. With the amount of money people have in the game right now, I don't think Eclipse totems or any totems at all really are hard to get.
I also don't think people would really like using the Fang of the Eclipse. I think the Eclipse totem makes it easier than the Fang.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna add more non-admin exclusive weathers? That's an interesting
Oh yeah,
question.
that's definitely something I would even like to do myself. Like I love Starfall and Rainbow because natural stuff like that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Rainbow is a really interesting weather. I think it's cool, but um, I was I was about to pop a Starfall, but I don't have a Starfall totem. Damn. Will the black market rods be cheaper for the next black market, like Nate's Blade and more?
You should save up your money.
I'm saving up my money actually. I'm kind of broke compared to some people. I have 400 million and I'm still considering myself broke for the black markets because I need to try and get 3 billion if Nate's Blade is coming back. I think I can get it in time. I think maybe 4.75 million per hour over 6 days. That's got to get me at least like $1 million. Will they fix the bug when it says error when you redeem a code? I think if you redeem a code and it says error, that just means it's an invalid code.
Yeah, it's just an invalid code unless it's a code from the IRL toys. That is not an issue on our end, unfortunately. But I think it was fixed.
Actually, that reminds me, someone told me I should get like the Fisch Nessie plushie for like my birthday. I'm probably gonna actually do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the mystery boxes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what someone said, the mystery boxes. I don't even know where they are, but I will find them and I'm gonna open them on stream. So
I think
yeah.
they're either at Target or Walmart, but they're out of stock a lot of the time, unfortunately.
There was this question earlier, maybe a little bit controversial, but thoughts on Do Big?
Um, I mean, I think I can answer for everyone when we say that the over-the-top monetization and stuff such as that was unnecessary. I mean, I guess the good thing was that it kind of brought a lot of people into the game, and then we were able to fix it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's not very. Everyone shares like a dislike towards them due to the monetization strategies, but they have provided the resources for it.
Yeah. Well, ask Rick if he's able to give out the skin for Polaris Serenade, like Leah's meowing melody skin. Uh,
I can, although probably wouldn't give it out too much as it's given out at specific times rather than just on a whim. I could probably give it to a few people if needed.
well, whoever asked that in the chat, if you're in the game, then you can ask for it. But I have a quest from the last update and it's annoying. Can it be possible to remove quests that we do not want to do? Well, there's the quest book. You can actually remove quests that you don't want to
Yeah,
do.
you can untrack it.
Yeah.
I think it would also be good to like have a fallback where it just removes it if it's not possible anymore.
Yeah, I still have a fish fright quests on here. So, yeah. Um, hmm. Can you tell me where is the spot to get the toilet fish? Uh,
You can get the toilet fish from just nothing, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, you can get it from Secret Storm, I guess.
yeah. I think I probably
I
have
forgot
that.
that we converted to that. Yeah, we just made it off like the old fish from C2 just extinct because no one really remembers those, if I'm being honest with you.
I think, yeah, like most people didn't even play during C2. Like most people like quit like when C2 came out, and then like came back to the game when C2 was removed. So, like, I think I probably played C2 for a total of like maybe like 5 hours. My C2 tutorial, like when C2 released, was like my final Fish video before I like took like a break because the game like kind of died. Also, I feel like, in my opinion, also there's like a lot more content being added now and a lot of like more just content for content creators and the community. Even compared to like not even just like when C2 was out, but even before. Like I remember I probably only posted a video or a short like once a week when I used to make Fish content. Now I'm posting like a short like every day and trying to post long form videos. Like whenever a new rod is out or something, and it's like way more than before. Like I think like last December or something, I posted like a couple videos that did really well because the game was really popular back then. But now it's like there's like even more content to make, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's like a change that I noticed. Um, Ask them if they can make it so we can quit Angler Quest.
Um, Personally, I think a lot of people would disagree because that would also make it too easy. I'm sure you've seen like the farming methods on YouTube, likely of people using that specific angler, which obviously we know about it. It's very hard to not notice. I think that
Yeah.
would be probably too easily abused if you're able to cancel angler quests.
Yeah, that's true. How can we join your server? Well, the VIP server link to join the game is pinned in the chat. I think the server might be full right now, though. Any new rods getting buffs or nerfs during fish giving?
I mean, you'll see. There's not specific ones.
Yeah, I don't think anything specific, but I think, guys, that there's going to be a lot of balancing changes. Like that's been talked about a lot recently by Nick in the feedback stage and just in general, like trying to balance things out more. So if some stuff was nerfed or buffed, I wouldn't be surprised. Are you guys gonna add more islands?
Um, that's a hard question because it's hard to answer without leaking anything. But the main idea isn't really to bloat the game with too much more, especially adding like whole new islands consistently.
Yeah,
It's not a very good idea.
yeah, you were saying that earlier, like trying to add new updates at like existing locations and stuff, and not trying to do like whole new locations on every single update or whatever.
Yeah, it's
And
just generally a bad
yeah.
idea to do that every update because then you get a ton of islands or things such as Atlantis where it just kind of separates players. It's just generally bad.
Are the C2 islands coming to C1? Well, I know that ties into like the same question, but
I mean, no, they kind of removed the C2 islands or merged them back when C2 was removed. So what we have now is pretty much what's left of C2.
yeah, like the Carrot Garden being merged into Mushgrove, but honestly, I don't know why they nerfed it, bro. Carrot Garden was nerfed after C2 was removed, and I think it needs to be buffed. That's my personal opinion. Will there be a trading system for rods?
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. I think if you're considering you like buy the rods with in-game money, I think being able to trade rods, especially as with developer rods, like people would I don't know. There's just a lot of things that could go wrong with that. Admin abuse will come back. Well, admin abuse happens before each update. I know that the Dreambreaker rod's gonna get nerfed sooner or later. I just can't prove it yet. Well, maybe.
So we'll see.
Is Great Dreamer getting a buff?
I mean, I guess that's actually something I kind of wanted to talk about. I do actually want to revisit some of the old C2 rods. I know some people really like Frog Rod for some reason.
Oh yeah,
I
the
think it'd be
frog
cool.
rod. I totally
It'd be
forgot
cool
about that.
to rework them or add stuff to them in some way.
Yeah, the frog rod. I think people just like the frog rod because it's like it looks cool. I mean, it's just a frog.
That's fair. I think it's cool. Could definitely rework or buff some of the older rods from C2.
What is the best location for money right now?
I mean, I guess you have to decide it yourself. For questions like that, I would consult like the wiki or stuff like that. They always have like answers for you. So if you join the discords, you'll see there's a ton of info. The wiki also has some good info for progression.
Yeah, guys, in my opinion, best location for money is either Crystal Cove or the Blue Moon at Snowcap Island. So
Yeah, it's just best to refer to Fishipedia or whatever, since it'll be more updated info
that's true too.
when you need it.
Fishipedia is actually so helpful, guys. Like Fishipedia, I use it for all of my videos at this point. Like I even pinned the Fish wiki. Like I even pinned Fishipedia to like my home screen on my phone, and I just like read through the wiki like in class to like learn more about fish and make sure I know everything about fish. The Fishipedia is actually like I think that Fishipedia genuinely is like one of the main reasons that like the fish community is so like um what's the word? I don't know. Like kind of feels like a community, I guess, because everyone likes helping each other.
Yeah,
And I think
Fishipedia is pretty
yeah,
nice.
and I think the Fishipedia like I think YouTubers contribute a lot to the game, and I think almost every YouTuber like every YouTuber uses Fishipedia for like info for videos. So yeah, like whoever had the idea to make the Fishipedia was definitely pretty smart.
You can thank Nick for the start of that as well. He was part of Wiki. We also had a ton of main staff. We made the Fish Discord staff that were part of Wiki. You can always join the Fish Wiki Discord to ask questions as well if you need them.
Yeah, I'm in there as well. I think it's a pretty good server for asking questions. Fishipedia is actually the GOAT for real, guys. Are you guys going to add any new bobber baits or slash and lanterns?
More bobber, baits, lanterns. Yes, definitely. I would like to add more bobbers, and I actually did have a few ideas for baits. I was thinking more so unique baits that alter your rod rather than just something that changes preferred luck or stats like that.
Will the Rex umbrella will be quest soon? The Rex umbrella
They're
is
talking
not
about
a rod. The Rex
Probably not.
umbrella. That's funny. I'm gonna call it the Rex umbrella from now on. What is miniature bomb bobbers? I don't know.
Miniature bomb bobber was something purchased from the black markets. It was a bobber that just explodes. It's just a bomb bobber from the black market.
I'm gonna use the carbon bobber. When a maze bobber?
Mm. We'll see.
Maybe one day. Can you add the best bobbers next update? Well, what do you mean by best bobbers? I don't
I
know.
don't know what that means.
Will the skin merchant return?
The skin merchant.
Like,
Not sure. If you mean like the crates, I'm not sure if I'll just add to that because it's like pretty slop, I can't lie.
I think the skin merchant guys, like, I think that was kind of like a do big thing.
Yeah, it's unironically just kind of slop. I don't really like it.
Where is Rick? Like, in the Q&A. Can anyone give me a Ratzilla? I can because I told someone else earlier in the stream that I'll give them a Ratzilla, and then they never told me their username. So, yeah, you can have it if they don't want it. Can you get is there a chance that there will be a dog rod?
I'm not sure. I mean, probably
Maybe
not.
one day. I mean,
Yeah,
guys,
maybe one day.
if you guys want to give suggestions though, there's the suggestions in the Fish Discord server as well. And I think most things that people will like want to see in the game that are just like random rods or whatever, like aren't stuff that the developers would say like no to, but probably will just focus on like other stuff. But if I think I remember like some rods that have been added to Fish were just originally suggestions that just got like a lot of support. Like really highly starred suggestions.
Yep.
So hypothetically, if you wanted to have like a dog rod or like literally anything, it's just like an example, you can give a suggestion, and if people agree with you and you get like a ton of support, then probably maybe. How do I join your server? The VIP server link is pinned in the chat. I just lost my streak of 343. Damn. I was super yeah. Will they add more testers for Fish?
Yes. When
Yeah.
needed, we will send out applications where you can apply.
Yeah, guys. There is announcements in the Fish Discord whenever they want like more testers, and I think there will be more eventually. I don't know when, but
Soon enough.
yeah, soon enough. I have Oni set. Well, I already said I was gonna give all my Oni set stuff away, so if I get more, then maybe probably. Do you have catfish for Duskwire? Well, I already got the Duskwire, so if I gave it to the NPC, then I probably don't. Will the next update have a challenging puzzle?
I'm not sure if I can answer that, although there is a few challenging puzzles in game that haven't been solved. Guess I could say that.
Really?
Yeah, I guess no one's found them.
There's like puzzles in Fish that people like haven't found.
Yeah, there's puzzles that people don't know about and secret.
Interesting. That's something I did not know about, guys. Well, apparently there are puzzles in Fish that no one has solved. So do with that information what you will. What are the puzzles in Fish and what's the update? Well, the last update was the Cultist Lair, and the puzzles is the Dreamer's Amulet and all the quests and stuff. I'll make a tutorial on it probably after the live stream. Please look in your inventory. For what? Huh? What?
I was asking.
Is there a chance that second C will return? Wait, what were we gonna say?
Second C will not return. I'm seeing a question asking about the calculations for luck having a cap of 200. It's not how luck really is calculated. Luck has been sort of refactored by one of her devs, Layla. Luck has been changed a bit. It should allow for luck above 200. Luck above 200 is also still useful because it gives you higher chance for secrets. If you're ever confused about how luck works, you can always go to the Fishipedia calculator and it'll tell you your exact chances for certain things.
Yeah, the Fishipedia calculator is really helpful, guys. I use it all the time. How did Rick become an admin? Well, I think mentioned it earlier in the stream, but yeah, for anyone new in the stream, like, how did you originally like start becoming a developer or admin in Fish?
I mean, yeah, I was a regular player like everyone else. About a month into the game, after joining the game off the start, I became a tester. I was like the first tester recruited. Then after a few months of testing, I was the top tester, so I was promoted to a manager. Then now I'm working as mainly management for QA and doing development stuff on the side, such as modeling UI, VFX, coordinating the feedback team, and some other stuff.
All right, yeah. 6-7. Okay, that's an interesting question. I just jumped in the underground music venue, and now my screen is completely black. So that's my bug report for the day. But I'm gonna use my conception. On just see if I think I have to rejoin the game or something, bro. I just got like
Probably.
soft locked.
I'm looking at the console. I don't see anything. Apparently.
Look at my stream. I'm looking at my console.
There's
Yeah.
no related errors, so it's something that I have to look into myself.
All right. Well, I am gonna rejoin the game, guys. So yeah, reset server. I think I might have to if the server got full after I left. If there was a queue. Y'all join the Discord server if you want to ask questions. I'm reading questions off the chat, and yeah, we're also in the Discord stage right now, guys. We're in my Discord server stage, but yeah, I'm mainly reading questions off the chat. All right, you guys can rejoin the server. I had to reset it because I got soft locked into a back screen. So why am I being spam pinged in my server? Is Nate's Rod coming back in the weekly black market event? Well,
We'll see.
maybe. Maybe possibly. Ah! Holy heck. I just... Bruh. Anyway. will there be a rod that does a different mini game to catch fish? It's an interesting question.
Yeah, we're looking into more unique passives, so it's definitely something you can probably look for in the future because there's a ton of ideas I personally have for unique minigames.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of fun facts I could give about that. I mean,
Sure.
back then we were thinking of adding more stuff to the minigame, like bombs that appear. Stuff like that is more uniqueness we can add to passives.
Yeah, I've seen recently. I mean, obviously with the Dream Breaker rod that was added yesterday, it is pretty unique with the control that it just like reverses. I don't even know. Like I don't even know how to control it still. Like I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
use it
mean,
right now.
stuff like that we're looking into more unique passives like that. I think it's really cool. I like the Dreambreaker rod a lot.
What about like I think this was like the main question they were asking though, like a completely different minigame on catching fish instead of like the like throw your rod and click shake and then like click to hold on the bar, something else entirely, like
Yeah,
with the
I
spear
think
fishing.
the main thing would be that would be mainly integrated with like unique mechanics such as spear fishing, but the main ideas were separate mini games while playing the fishing mini game instead of removing the whole mini game entirely, because I think honestly it'll be a bit too overtuned if the whole mini game is just removed for a certain rod, but rather additions to it would be good.
Yeah,
Additional mini games.
yeah, I think so. um Fish has been crashing randomly on mobile recently. Any update on when it's getting fixed?
Yeah, we're definitely adding a ton of performance improvements. I believe the storage should help a lot with mobile improvements. It's just that Fish is a very big game, so it's
Yeah.
already very optimized, but we're always trying to optimize more. So once you send in like any bug reports, we can look at it and see what's causing your lag and apply a
Mm-hmm.
fix for it if possible.
I tried to start playing on Fish and on my iPad and it crashed too. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a pretty big game, so
Yeah, the main issue with that is devices with low memory will struggle more with a game like Fish, which is a pretty big issue. That definitely is looking into.
yeah, I think even for me, if I ever have tried to like play Fish on my phone, my phone starts like overheating, bro, and I don't know if that's just a Roblox issue or something, but I cannot play Fish on my phone, even though I have like iPhone 14 Pro. I mean, I can, but I'll play with like 40 FPS, and then yeah. I feel like for one of like a latest model iPhone, having like 40 FPS is kind of like uh low. Maybe I feel like most players on Roblox. I think like I saw it was like what 50-60% of like Roblox players just play on mobile. So I mean, if like there were a lot of mobile
That's pretty accurate.
improvements, I think the player count could increase even more. I think we could get like a super revival. We got already a revival, but we could get like a super revival if mobile was like optimized a ton. Because I mean, yeah, like I think I think it's a little laggy on phone. And even yeah, for one of my mods, they told me they like can't even play Fish with me because it just crashes every time.
Yeah, I'll say like you're pretty like close to the mobile population number. It's more so about 70%, I'd say. There's a lot of mobile players. Obviously, it's a very big concern or what is this? Worry, I guess. It's pretty important for us to optimize it. It'll just take time. So, like we've done this storage, which is supposed to mitigate it a good amount.
Yeah. Hopefully there's even more mobile improvements in the future, because I think that would make like a super revival. But yeah, any update on the gameplay paused bug? Well, I think that's something with internet, like that's like a Roblox thing. Like if your game isn't loading
So,
properly, it shows like
gameplay
gameplay pause.
paused is a Roblox thing. It's just whenever your device isn't loading the assets required. So it's a combination of your device and your internet. For example, if you go into an area and a ton of parts or assets are being loaded all at once, it'll stop your character in place and load it first before letting you go.
Yeah. Happens to me sometimes, or most of the time I play on mobile, but if I have low internet or bad internet, then I will have the gameplay pause. But it's not really a bug, it's just like your assets loading and stuff. Off topic, but ask him how it is like being ultra skillful developer and humorous at the same time. Interesting question.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Uh, well, ultra skillful developer and humorous. I would take that as a compliment. Me personally.
I mean, I guess as a developer, the only thing I can say is that there's a lot of praise and a ton of harassment you get for being a developer.
Yeah. I can see that a lot. I think like I was talking with Nick actually yesterday too, and he was saying like he gets like the most attention out of like most of the Fish developers, while really it's like everyone doing a lot of work. But I can see that with like um just the main developers. Really, people will be kind of just talking about developers or asking stuff from developers in Fish Discord or even my chat and stuff, and it's just like it's interesting, and I think that's like a main like part of being a developer, I guess. It's like having a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's really like a blessing and a curse, I guess. It's the main thing is just like a lot of harassment, especially for stuff like admin abuse, but you know, it's fine for the most part. But sometimes it can get out of control, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that. A few months ago, like 2 months ago, I think there was like a ton of people following like every content creator around in Fish servers. Like it was like bots. Like some guy made like a bot army to like fill up every Fish content creator server, and I can like just imagine how it would be for Fish developers if people were like willing to do that for Fish content creators. Like I was not able to have anyone join my server because it would be like 100 queue if anyone tried to join me, because it's like an army of bots was like following me into all my Fish servers.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's really bad.
So
Um,
I'd assume for developers it's like even worse. Like I can't even imagine.
yeah. I mean, we get like hundreds of message requests like every day, and Nick probably gets like 10 times more. But even then, I still read a ton of my message requests, although I will just ignore it if it's something stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing a question in chat About auto appraisal, that's a pretty popular suggestion. The only issue is we've talked about it a bit on stage. It's just very hard to implement because it would be very laggy trying to implement it.
Yeah, I think auto appraisal would be cool, like to be able to just appraise my fish and then just like have it keep going until I get what I want, or however auto appraisal would work. But yeah, I I uh I remember Nick talking on the feedback stage the other day, like why it would be difficult to add that because they would have to like recode kind of the entire appraising. But yeah, if I was too late for level 2000 slash 2500 second sea rods, will I ever get them?
Probably not. I don't think we'll release those ones unless there's a special occasion.
Yeah, I don't see why stuff like that would come back. Like the I honestly forgot what it was called at this point. Like, but the level
Astral Hook
2001.
and Fang of the Eclipse.
Yeah, Astral Hook. And Astral Hook, I never got that, but I heard it was really good. I honestly wasn't even playing at that point. Like, I was not playing the game when that was out. I was moved on. Bro, I was making like grow a garden videos for like 2 months, and as soon as Fish showed like a revival, I instantly switched back, bro. Like, Fish is definitely way more fun with just in general and also content to make. So yeah, thank you for helping revive the game, bro. It's like way more
Yeah.
fun to make content on Fish. Bro, get that dream breaker rod. What? I have the dream breaker rod. I'm gonna make a tutorial on it after the live stream, probably for you guys. I was going to yesterday, like as soon as the update was out, but it was bugged for a while. Like I couldn't enter the area to get the Leviathan. I had to glitch into there. Speaking of which, is the no clip glitch like gonna be patched soon?
Probably. It's a pretty simple fix actually. Like I could just fix it in a few minutes. It's just changing the emotes.
Yeah, oh what's going on out here? I was fishing in Crystal Cove and everyone's just in a circle. All right, I'll join the circle. Who is better, fish it or fish?
Well, each game kind of has their own communities. Like Fish It, as far as I know, is pretty popular in Indonesia. Uh, can't really speak much on it, but they're two different games. I personally prefer Fish because obviously I've kind of worked on this for a whole year now and more.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I think I can give a little bit more of an opinion. I think Fish It is a bit of a fish like downgraded version of Fish, but I mean, you know, people prefer what their own stuff, so I'm not gonna judge if people prefer Fish It over Fish, but you know, me personally, Fish is kind of like the fishing game on Roblox. And I honestly don't know how Fish It has more players really, but I guess people just like more simple stuff. But Rick, are you and Carbonmeister friends?
Um, Technically, yeah. I mean, I think he hates my little bug creature though.
What bug creature?
The Go-Go Bite. Not sure if you've seen him.
I haven't.
He has a deep hatred with that thing. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm also going to do a Q&A with Carbon Meister about like his Fish videos and also being a Fish admin and stuff. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Boosted Meister, dude. If anyone is boosted in Fish, it's Carbon Meister. He's literally admin. He can give himself whatever he wants. Like what? There's all boosted, who's on like a pretty high boosted level, and then there's Boosted Meister, who's not even on the boosted scale because he like is the boost. Boosted Meister is the boost. Carbon boosted. Yeah. A whale shark has been spotted. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm gonna actually go get that. This is why he fumbles every fish, because he gets boosted. Yo. What the?
Great spawn.
Yo, is the bloop boat bug ever gonna be fixed where you can like
No,
fly?
probably not. I mean, we obviously know about it. It's pretty intentional. I
It's
know.
intentional?
Yeah, I mean, there's boats in the past that have been like that as well. It's just we know about it. It's pretty obvious.
All right. Fling myself to like the top of the map like all the time basically. Like I was playing Fish yesterday, obviously after the update. I like used Blupo to go Terrapin Island. I like flung off of Terrapin Island so high up that it took me like 5 minutes of straight free falling to get back down. So that's
Yeah.
that's a
I
little
think people really like it
OP.
though. I think people like that mechanic.
Yeah, I think people like it. I think it just makes it a unique boat. Can you ask Rick to do a dev rod giveaway to the people in the server? Well, we've been getting a Polaris Serenade, so
Yeah, I've been giving up Polaris.
are there still admin rods provided by admins like back in Fish's Dark Arc?
No,
Fish's Dark Arc?
I don't think there's any admin rods being provided. Those are
Yeah.
restricted to the strictly developers. Plus, are being actively just not added.
Yeah, I think I remember Nick talking about how they're going to be like kind of cutting down on the developer rods, especially with content creators too. Like, I mean, I guess I can say, but they made an announcement, or Nick made an announcement saying to not make any content on like dev exclusive rods anymore because it's just stuff that people like can't get, and there really isn't a point. So
We won't show anything that you won't be able to get.
yeah, basically. Will the Rod of the Cosmos return? Big
Hard
distraught
question to answer.
colossal squid. Rod of the Cosmos.
No, probably not. It really depends on how the updates go.
Let's see how much this big distraught colossal squid is worth. Um, if the person have Rod already could live to give space for another people. I think what you're saying is to like what reset the server so more people can join and get the Rod. It's hard to get in the same server. I mean, yeah, I can reset the server in a little bit if more people are trying to get in the game.
We'll see. I do have to go to a couple of meetings to get to work soon, so we'll likely
Yeah,
be leaving soon.
yeah. The stream would be about like an hour, so it's been like an hour and 40 minutes. So I don't want to keep you for too long. But if you have to go soon, then that's fine. I didn't even notice it was that long. I thought it was like just over an hour. I guess time flies, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sell this and see how much this is worth. 143,000? Guys, get the Dreambreaker Rod. Dreambreaker Rod is the new meta, bro. Time flies fast. Yeah, for real. The community is back and larger and do nothing but cry because they missed out. One thing I'll never understand is that people never really had loyalty to the actual game. Okay, do big ruin the game. Boo-hoo, but the game was still enjoyable, and now people miss out on everything. Now the community is back and larger and do nothing but cry because they missed out. Well, I mean, yeah, I think obviously Beebs, you were one of like the only people that actually like continued playing Fish as a content creator during the like 6-month period that there was no like activity in the player base. Not really no activity, but like averaging 10,000 players for 6 months. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but yeah. I think a lot of the stuff that was in D2 or whatever that's not a table anymore is not really necessary either way. But yeah. Can you ask the dev, does he know that people are exploiting the angler quests and getting millions?
Yeah, I actually talked about it earlier. It's I mean, obviously people abuse stuff, but we know it's very hard not to realize considering we actually play our own game and test it. But yeah, we know.
Can you ask Rick to give away rods right now, please? Well, I mean, if you're in the game and you ask for Polaris Serenade, you'll probably get it, I think, probably. But, yeah, I think either way, we're gonna end stream in a bit anyways. We've answered a lot of questions. I've been counting. We answered, 61 questions so far.
It's a lot.
What's better, cats or dogs? All right,
Uh,
unrelated question to Fish, but yeah.
Cats.
Yeah, definitely cats. That's good. We both share the same opinion. Dogs? Guys? Well, all right. You guys can also give your answers in the chat. Restart server. Astral Hook Rod and Thing of the Eclipse is a thing from the past. Yeah, I mean, they won't be made obtainable again, but there's other rods you can use that are just as good. And if you need any of like the passive ability, there's other way to get them, like the Solar Blaze mutation. You can basically just get it with an Eclipse, which is the better way in my opinion. Dog team here. Dogs, but cats are cool too. Alright, well. Yeah, I think since we answered a ton of questions, I think we can go ahead and end the stream, guys, and thank you everyone for joining. Obviously, if you guys joined in the middle of the stream or anything, you guys can watch the stream. The full Q&A will obviously stay up to make sure that everyone gets to see all the questions that were answered. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, because, you know, I'm going to do more fish grinding streams like every single day. So, yeah. And obviously, of course, thank you, Rick, for joining the live stream and doing the Q&A. We got a lot of good questions in, and I think we had a good Q&A stream.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll likely be joining the future ones as well once they happen, just for fun.
Yeah, I'm doing with Carbon and Snow, and I will see whenever Nick is available to do something. I don't think I even like said that I was going to do that yet, but yeah, now you guys know I'm gonna do something small with Nick probably. I know he's just like super busy though, guys. So I honestly have no idea when. Honestly, if he just tells me like a time, I would make it work for myself. Please, Amaze, I need this. Need what? I never got a rod from a dev, line 10. Well, I will end the stream, and then honestly, if you guys get in the server, then I don't know. Well, I don't know if the rod will still be given out. Holy, what the heck? My mom's kind of financially stable. All right, that's good to hear. All right, I'll reset the server. I'll just restart it because everyone's asking me in the chat. I don't know if Rick is gonna stay in the game or not, but yeah,
Yeah, gotta get started on work. So
yeah. Bro has to lock in on Fish, guys. He can't actually give the developer rods so they don't exist in the first place.
it's true.
Rick gave me free Polaris. Nice. Nice, nice. He gave it to me too, guys. Anyways, yeah, I think we're going to end the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in my grinding stream tomorrow. Obviously, again, thank you, Rick, for joining. And keep an eye out for the future Q&A, guys. Is the Polaris rod a permanent rod?
Yes.
Yeah. Bye. This was fun. This was a fun stream, not gonna lie. And yeah. Look forward to the other Q&A streams, guys. This was my first Q&A stream ever. This was like my first interview stream. So I will be having even better Q&A streams for the next ones. All right. Interview Nick next soon, guys. Soon. Very good. GG for you, man. You did good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right. See you guys.